I keep forgetting heirloom is only for creatures, which is totally fine. Opponent has no way to deal with either of these creatures because of the ward, so just really, really making me happy here. Another heirloom off the top. What's going on, guys? It's me, Severin7, and today I've just got one question for you. Did you pay the ward? Did you pay the ward? Well, if you didn't, that's great, because our opponent's the one that's going to be paying all the ward costs. So we are playing Ward Tribal, Golgari Ward. This was one of my very first successful decks on the channel, and I really wanted to revisit it because it just brings back so many memories to me, and I feel like Nowhere to Run is finally becoming less prevalent in the format. And we do have a couple of neat new tools in recent sets, but this is mostly no new cards from the new set. So if you really aren't digging Spider-Man too much, this is a great deck for you. But let's get into it. We are playing all ward creatures. Now, this is a very clunky feeling curve because we are relying a lot on herd heirlooms and terminus of returns to just skip from 2 to 4. Or just, you know, playing removal in the first couple of turns. And our goal is really to be a mid-range deck that is just very difficult to deal with because all of our stuff drains our opponent's resources anytime they try to target it or remove it. Starting with Sunset Saboteur. So this is our most aggressive start. So we get this on turn 2, then turn 3, we remove their threat, attack with this for 4, and put them in a position where every single turn that we can remove something or they can't put up more than one blocker because it says menace, that we get to smack them in the face for 4, and that can add up really, really quickly. Even with putting counters on their creatures, a lot of times it ends up being worth it, especially when we can just continually remove those creatures anyway. It also makes them discard a card whenever they do target it, so even if they do remove it, it costs them 2 every single time. It's a 2-for-1 and we love it. We've also got Scavenger Regent, which serves as both just a 4/4 flying beater that they have to pay 2 cards to destroy, or a board clear if we need it, which is quite nice. Axebane Ferox, one of my favorite creatures from Murders of Karlov Manor. Very difficult to deal with, and we do have a couple of ways to kind of manipulate the graveyard a little bit to keep their evidence low. But in the early turns of the game, if we can play Herd Heirloom on turn 2 and then follow it up on turn 3 with Axebane Ferox, this is nearly unkillable. And Herd Heirloom also pairs really well with Ferox because this also lets us give a creature with power 4 or greater trample and draw cards. And you know, Death Touch and Trample are besties. We've got Hulking Raptor in the list as a way to ramp us up into our big scary things quickly, and it also being a 5/3 beater with Ward 2 means that if we can play this off Herd Heirloom on turn 3, they literally shouldn't have the mana to remove it. And it just lets us go right up into Vein Rippers and Sires, which are our big top-end threats. Vein Ripper, if you don't remember, is a 6/5 with flying, and the ward is to sacrifice a creature. So if we can keep their board clean, they can't target this. And even if they do target it, it's a 8-point life swing because it's going to gain us 4 life and deal 4 to our opponent. So at the very least, if they do remove this without an edict effect, they're going to take a bunch of damage. Sire of 7 Deaths, they have to pay 7 to target this, and it's a huge First Strike, Vigilant, Menace, Trample, Breached, Lifelink. A lot of keywords. Really good. And then we've got a single copy of Push Pull to either steal stuff out of our opponent's graveyard or get back multiple Vein Rippers and Sires and have fun with those. Virtue of Persistence has additional removal and life gain that can later on just keep repetitively bringing these back. And then a bunch of removal and also a couple Smuggler Surprise because why not? That's the deck. It's really fun. It's super amazing. I also forgot to mention Terminus can become a Virtue of Persistence later on in the game. We can make like a Fountain Port Fish token and then sacrifice it to the Terminus and make this a recurring reanimation too. So lots of fun things we can do with the deck, and it's just really fun to watch your opponent sit there and puzzle over how the heck they're supposed to use their resources to destroy your supposedly easy to kill creatures. If you enjoy the list and you enjoy the gameplay and you find value in this video, I hope you'll take a moment to hit the like button and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my content. Let's get into those games. All right, time to make them pay. Bisomen. I'm gonna make them pay for all the stuff. This is a very bad hand on the draw. I mean, I guess it could be worse, actually. I'm gonna keep it, actually. Double removal. And possible removal here. Or at least a card draw. What you got, opponent? It's a swamp. I also have a swamp. Look at that, land swamp. Multiversal Passage is just pleb for swamp. Another swamp. Pass the turn. Blazemire Verge. Mortuary for us. We'll keep an heirloom on top. Pass the turn. Mountain and Collector's Vault. Tough choices here. I guess I'm gonna play Herd Heirloom and hold up Reclamation. I want to just blow up the Collector's Vault, but then he still gets to discard his reanimation target in response. So even though I'm leaving him with something to repeatedly discard with, it's still better to wait and exile in response to the reanimation. Really? Nothing. Well, in that case, I can afford to play Hulking Raptor, which will probably die to removal. Okay, definitely exiling that, drawing a card. That should stop him from... No, because he could still have enough mana to discard. There's nothing there. Did he accidentally do that, thinking it was still there? Oh, man. Oh, I don't know what we should do. I assume we should probably play Vein Ripper. Get in for 5. Opponent discards. I'm sure he's got something to reanimate, as unfortunate as it is, but Vaultborn Tyrant, sure. Trumpeting Carnosaur. That's not even that bad for us. Collector's Vault. So he whiffed on... I guess he was hoping to get a reanimation target there, so... No, I mean, the correct thing is to play... Sire of 7 Deaths. Get in here. Draw a card off the Vein Ripper. And then Virtue the Carnosaur. Opponent's gonna take 4. And it's like, yeah, they can reanimate stuff, but they're pretty well cooked at this point. They can't even target Sire. Live or die. Finds a Rakdos, joins up. So that's going to get him back to Vaultborn Tyrant, let him draw a card, gain some life. That's fine. I guess he could target the Vein Ripper now and sacrifice the Tyrant and gain some more life. Yeah, he's still in pretty bad shape here, though. I mean, it has first strike. We can't even double block it effectively. We play Virtue. So now we start reanimating his stuff or our stuff. Carnosaur, sure. Gonna gain him 3 life, draw him a card. Finds Ruzik. Gain 3 life, draw a card. I mean, like, that is annoying that he's, like, keeps drawing cards and gaining life, but... Draw, discard. My turn. I'll take your Vaultborn Tyrant, thank you. I'll do that. Play a Scavenger Regent. Draw a card. Get in like this. Opponent just takes it. I mean, I'm at 50 right now. That's pretty funny. I think I'm just gonna pass. So he gets to discard something, make a treasure. Discards a land. Draws. Discards. Discards another land. I mean, at this point, he actually has to care about what he's discarding because unless he can kill me from 50, like, I'm getting a bunch of stuff back from his yard now, too. So he found a reanimation spell. Live or die, sure. Gains 3, draws a card, finds a Rakdos, joins up. Does he have anything else to get back? No. Be better to put that in his hand. Okay, that'll do it. What a game. What a great game. That was fun. GG. I'm ready. I'm ready. Garth One Eye. The Garth One Eye? Is this guy gonna have Black Lotus in his deck? I didn't sign up for this. I did not sign up for this. 10 out of 10. Not happy. Leyline Axe. Jungle Hollow. Okay. Things are happening. Okay. Things aren't happening crazy fast, though, so that's good news. Unstoppable Slasher, sure. Me play Hulking Raptor? He just goes land Bloodletter. That's unfortunate, but... Ow. It did hurt. Wait, how does that... It's the trample I need to be worried about. So let's go ahead and destroy the axe. Play another heirloom. Pass the turn. I shouldn't have let that go through. That was a mistake. I didn't think I would go down quite that far from those triggers, but math is for smart people, right? Vraska the Silencer. I need an untapped land that's not pain. That is unfortunate. I'm gonna pass. Hold up Smuggler Surprise. Oh, that's so busted. He still gets my mana. Oh no, I'm dead. Okay. Well, lesson learned. Don't let Unstoppable Slasher hit you with Double Strike. GG. Red Hair Shanks. All right, opponent's going first. This doesn't look amazing, but we'll try it. I believe in us that we can draw into some lands. And there's one land. Needlehead. Regent will be good here. Discard the Sire. Slow him down a little bit. When it gets in. If they want to sacrifice the Firebrand to get rid of this, they at least have to discard a card. And even better if they use something out of their hand to do it. Because they're running low on cards already. My problem is the amount of untapped lands I have coming into play. Nothing would make me happier than them shocking the Saboteur right now. 2 mana, take 2 cards out of their hand. Seems good to me. I mean, we are finding the lands like I wanted. Yeah, I think he's just going to use the Firebrand to do it. But then he still loses his attacker and he loses a card in hand, so I still feel like that's a win. And these Restless Cottages and the Vein Ripper should help us gain the life back. Discard the land. So, I mean, it's not like we were stopping him from doing anything incredible, right? So let's play Cottage. What does he have? Just a handful of burn? We know he has... Okay, so we know he has a burn spell. We know he has some kind of burn spell. 100%. I'm going to get in with Cottage. If I can. To get a food on the battlefield. So we can have some life gain from that. Because I'd like this Regent to do more than just kill Seer Slicer Goblin. Also, it doesn't hurt for us to be putting pressure on the opponent. When it gets in with their goblin, passes the turn, makes a gobbo. Well, I'm just gonna keep getting in, I guess. Exile the Firebrand. So it's gonna tempt him if he has like a lightning strike or something to use it on the Wrestle's Cottage, which I would be fine with. That's still burn out of his hand. Yep. Okay. We've got 6 points of life gain on the battlefield and a board clear. Vein Ripper in hand to start gaining life. Does he really just have nothing but burn in his hand? It's starting to feel like a trap. Well, I'm gonna play Vein Ripper because he shouldn't have an effective way to remove this without us gaining a ton of life. Because at minimum to remove this, we gain 4, and he takes 4. Burst Lightning our face for 4. So yeah, he's just sitting on a handful of burn. That's what I love about Vein Ripper. Like, Vein Ripper is still, to this day, will always be one of my favorite cards. So I'm going to go ahead and do this X1. No, let's do the smart thing. Let's attack first. Get the full 6 damage. Even though X1 would only be hurting us a little bit. It'd only be costing us 1 damage. Do the correct thing. X1, get rid of both the goblins. Gain 4, deal 4. Triggers! And play a Saboteur. And I feel like it should be pretty hard for us to lose from this position. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Iron Claw, sure. What do you think about this game, Moxie? Look at that, he's shocking us. He thinks he's so cool. Thinks he's so shocking. Oh, and he that was rude. You don't attack somebody's food, man. GG. Ammo, MTG. Sounds like somebody that might be a fellow content creator. If they are, hello. I like this hand. Llanowar Elves. Uh-oh. Well, how much faster than us can they be? Elvish Arc Druid. Oh, gross. Okay. Way faster, apparently. This is not good. Ugh. Oh, we need dragon, like, right now. Oh, God. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, my God. Do you not... Okay. I get it. You are awesome. Why do I've built elves so many times and I never get this kind of opening. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it and hope that I draw my dragon board clear. What? What did you say? Did you say that you needed a dragon board clear? Is that what I heard you ask? That's what I think I heard you ask. Oh, I was so in despair. Like, we lose our guy, but we get to follow it up with Vein Ripper and Sire of 7 Deaths. Oh, uh-oh. Alright, well, here's a Vein Ripper for you. Good luck dealing with that. Tyvar the Pummeler. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, so... taking the risk and going to 3. I mean, he can't block, right? I'm not gonna attack just in case he has, like, he is playing black in the deck, right? So he's got removal. Like that. Okay, but we're okay because we left our Vein Ripper. So if I hadn't left my Vein Ripper, we'd be dead right now. So that was a good call. Cottage. Let's draw a card. Ghost Vacuum. Oh, I'll play that. And then we'll pass and hold up Fountain Port. We got to be careful because he's got the Tyvar pump, right? So... Alright, so we have to get rid of the Tyvar. It's unfortunate because we're going to lose our Tyvar here, but we have to do this. And then we gain a bunch of life. And then he's left with just the Wildborn Preserver. We go up to like 10. What a swingy game. What a swingy game. Oh my god. Okay. So we need to start getting our stuff back, right? Or should we be going after his graveyard? Let's go after his graveyard and ooh! Let's hit the land war, so we're not gonna get that back. What a game! What a game! It's gonna exile his Imperious perfect. We're gonna build a board of elves of our own, but I mean, he would have been dead anyways. GG. What a fun game. Oh man, I'm having a really good time playing this deck at the very least. The Gothseer AJ. All right. Bringing back good memories. All right, so we've got Heirloom into Ferox. We go first. And surprise for Sire later. I like it. So we play this one on green. Opponent is shocking in the Watery Grave. Starting town Heirloom. So looking like I might actually play Hulking Raptor next turn. I think we play the second Multiversal Passage on black. Violent Hall Creeper. Okay. Good news is he does not have enough mana to actually target this. Unless he has nowhere to run, in which case the ward means nothing. But nowhere to run has fallen out of favor lately, at least in my experience. Which is why I have decided I wanted to revive Ward Tribal now that nowhere to run is not seeing play all over God's creation. Underground Mortuary, Surveil. I think we're good on the lands. Let's go ahead and just surprise these things in. Wait. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, that's fine. I keep forgetting Heirloom is only for creatures, which is totally fine. Opponent has no way to deal with either of these creatures because of the ward, so just really, really making me happy here. Another heirloom off the top. Consult the star chart? Sure. All right. The opponent has an untapped land. They now have a way to deal with Hulking Raptor. And they still don't have a way to deal with Ferox, though. Other than leaving back the Hull Carver. Bitter Triumph. Okay, now they have a way. Fleeting Reflection. That's interesting. So they are going to leave back. That's going to backfire, though. Play another heirloom. We're going to draw 2 cards here. Boom. Put the opponent down to 5. Draw, draw. Ghost Vacuum, nice. So let's start exiling stuff he can use to deal with our stuff. So let's get rid of, I guess, Bitter Triumph. So that means he can deal with the Ferox right now. But he won't be. Oh, okay. Strategic Betrayal is one way that you can do that. Wreckage Wickerfolk. Opponent's going to surveil 2. Mockingbird and a land. Okay. And gets in. Has to make it a copy of the Wickerfolk. Which, I mean, isn't terrible for them or anything, but Axebane Ferox. We're going to draw 2 more cards because we love to draw cards. Put the opponent down to 1. Draw, draw. Land. Hulking Raptor. And we have Smuggler Surprise mana now, which is nice. I don't know what this deck is the opponent is playing. Do they have enough if I yeah, they do. I'm still gonna exile something. Let's exile, I guess, the Hull Carver. So I guess the big question is now, do they have a counter spell for the Smuggler Surprise? Hull Carver. Well, they don't have a counter spell now. But they might if I let them untap, and that's the issue here. Can I risk it? If they have a counterspell, I go to 3. I go to 5. So let's do it on their turn and hope they don't have the counter. Ginger Brute, sure. So this is like a weird Dimir artifact aggro. So pay the full 7 to give them hexproof and indestructible. So Sire and Hulking Raptor, they can't be targeted. Block and block. I'm gonna go ahead and exile my own Axebane Ferox, just so I have the option to have a hasty damage if we need it. We go up to 14 after damage, and that should be it. Nice. Absolutely crushing them with those ward costs. I found my opponent. It's KFC made me mad. Why did KFC make you mad? Did they not give you the right amount of drumsticks in your bucket? We go first. This is a good hand. We'll keep it. Cottage. Saboteur. Looks like the opponent plans to remove our Saboteur. Seems worth it to me, though. Nope, never mind. They're gonna do it on our turn. No, they're gonna do it on it. Oh, of course they have an edict. Terminus. Saboteur number 2. Gatekeeper of... Okay, this is Edict Tribal versus Ward Tribal. This is the worst matchup. This isn't even a real deck they're playing. And yet here we are. Unstoppable Slasher. Sure. I'm gonna hold out for... I'm gonna hold out for a land. Okay, Bloodletter. Get rid of the bad scary thing and hopefully find an untapped land here. Nope. Okay. We're in trouble. Needed that removal. All right, so we're going to 1 potentially. Maybe worse if they have the enchantment. Definitely the worst thing I could have asked for is a freaking Edict Tribal deck. But thankfully, we get to get rid of everything on the board and stay alive for now. And hopefully... Gatekeeper of Malik here. I mean, I think the smart thing for me to do is to attack and sack the food, right? And hope he just doesn't have a blood... He would have played the Bloodletter, I feel like. Like, I could play Sire of 7 Deaths, but then I just die to the removal, right? So, this is way safer. And now I even live through Bloodletter off the top. See, Gatekeeper, he had the Gatekeeper. Oh, what do I do? At this point, I think we play the Ferox and hold up Restless Cottage blocks. I don't think he can get rid of both of these things. Ritual Chamber. Oh my gosh, okay. See if he attacks. If he doesn't attack, I'll Reclamation the Annex. Okay, so that worked out. What's his last card? If his last card is a Tragic Trajectory, then we can probably get lucky enough to keep the Sire around. All right. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can play Heirloom. Play Heirloom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play Ghost Vacuum. Play Sire. And hope he doesn't just get really lucky and rip an Edict off the top or a removal spell. I mean, I say really lucky. His deck's probably 90% removal. I need it not to be something... Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, he's at 2. Oh, that's bad feeling. Listen. We just almost stabilized from being completely behind the entire game. Like, I don't feel bad about that loss. GG. All right, and we're back for the post-game wrap. So, we got a 59% win rate, so not like incredible, but pretty decent, and it was definitely a fun deck. It was really, really fun watching our opponents not be able to remove our stuff. And honestly, I feel like most of the games I lost were just to me being just to not being aggressive enough and being on the draw. And we were on the draw a lot, but we did really well against mono red and mono white and the blue white decks. Dimir obviously is one of our worst matchups just because they do run nowhere to run, which completely negates all of the ward costs on our creatures. But everything else we were about 50-50 against, and then, you know, just the random one-off decks that we played against. But overall, the deck felt really great. It felt really nice to play like a Ward tribal deck again and go back to the roots of what started my channel and really got me going in the first place. And I hope that regardless of whether the deck performed incredibly well or not, that you at least enjoy the games, because I had a great time playing the deck. I even actually went a little over my normal 30 games just because I was having such a good time playing and just wasn't keeping track. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you think that this was a fun, interesting idea. If you haven't seen, it might be fun if you want to go on my channel and search back to my terribly edited, bad quality original version of this deck. That was quite a lot of fun back when Innistrad was still legal and standard. But yeah, other than that, I had a great time playing it. I enjoyed making the video for you. I hope you guys will hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Every single one of those helps me get to my goal of 2,000 subscribers, and I'll catch you in the next one.